All right, today we're talking about a book that's made over 1 million kids laugh. So, what's its secret? Let's dive in and find out. Okay, to get us started, here's a joke straight from the book. Ready for it? Why do fish live in salt water? Because pepper makes them sneeze. Come on, you know that's a classic kids joke, right? Super simple, totally silly, and it's guaranteed to get either a groan or a giggle. And that little gem comes from the Big Book of Silly Jokes for Kids. And get this, it's not just some random book. It's an absolute hit, selling over 1 million copies. I mean, that's a real phenomenon.
So, 1 million selling phenomenon, what does that actually look like in numbers? Let's break it down.
Okay, first up, we're talking more than 1 million happy readers. Think about that. That's a huge audience of kids and probably their parents too, all grabbing this one book when they need a good laugh. And you know what? Those readers are definitely not quiet about it. This book has piled up over 25,000 reviews just on Amazon. That's a ton of feedback. It's not just the sheer number of reviews either. The reception is crazy positive. We're looking at an average rating of 4.7 out of 5 stars. I mean, getting that kind of score from that many people is just incredible. All right, so the numbers are huge. But what's actually inside this thing that makes it so popular? What's the magic formula? Well, for starters, it is absolutely jam-packed with variety. We're not talking 100 jokes, we're talking over 800 of them. You've got your knock-knock jokes, riddles, tongue twisters, puns, the whole shebang. Seriously, there's something in there for every kid's sense of humor. And here's what's really clever about it. It's not just a random jumble of jokes. The humor is totally family-friendly, yeah, but it actually gets a little more challenging as you go through the chapters. So the book basically grows with the kid, which is a pretty smart design. But you know, the laughs are only half the story. The real genius of this book might be what's happening when kids don't even realize it. There's way more going on here than just giggles. Okay, check this out. This is like the book's secret mission. On the one hand, a kid thinks, hey, I'm just reading some silly jokes. But what they're actually doing is boosting their reading skills and comprehension. It's learning, but it never ever feels like work. And this quote just nails it, right? The best way to keep them reading, make them forget they're reading. It's brilliant. It turns what could be a chore into just pure fun. And to make sure those pages keep turning, it's also packed with these goofy illustrations that go with the jokes, plus some fun trivia thrown in. Like, did you know elephants can't jump? Kinda random, but kids love that stuff. Okay, but it gets even cooler. The book doesn't just want kids to read jokes, it wants them to create them. It actually takes this super interactive approach and teaches them the basics of how to be funny. Yeah, it literally breaks down how a joke works. You know, the setup, the punchline. It gives them tips and little exercises so they can try writing their own. It's awesome because it takes them from just being the audience to actually being the comedian. So when you put all of this together, the huge number of jokes, the sneaky learning, the creative part, it becomes way more than just a book. It honestly makes it the perfect gift. And think about it, its format is just perfect for keeping kids busy anywhere. I'm talking long road trips, flights, even just some quiet time at home. It's a fantastic screen-free way to keep them entertained. And as a present, it's so versatile. It's a great birthday gift, perfect for a stocking stuffer, you can drop it in an Easter basket. Really, it works for pretty much any occasion where you want to give a kid the gift of a good laugh. So let's wrap this up. What's the big takeaway? We've got a million-selling book that's secretly a tool for improving reading skills. It encourages creativity by teaching kids how to write their own jokes, and it happens to be the perfect affordable gift. It's pretty much a hilarious and educational home run for any kid who loves to laugh. The link to this book is in the video description.